Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, baby dolls. We've seen a bit of a poopy time over the weekend with the whole crypto market, specifically the altcoins. This is the Ethereum price chart. It's the 8-hour chart. But even if we go and check BTC, you can see what's been going on. This is Bitcoin right here. Even check it down to like the 2-hour chart. This is pretty much everything everyone's been seeing. Now, what's interesting is since the 7th of June, BTC is down 11%. However, many altcoins during that time period, they're down 40, 50, 60, 70%. Now, it's funny because a lot of people who, you know, they're underexposed, what they're doing is they're just pointing to memes. And they're saying, oh, the memes have topped out. The memes are down 60 to 70%. But actually, you have to go a step further. The memes are down that much, but they actually went up first. If you look at every other coin, they are down the same amount from that time period. So if you go to that time period, they're also down 60 to 70%. I'm going to show you that right now. But this is the Bitcoin price chart. This is the range. It seems to be ranging in here. Everyone's waiting to see, you know, are we going to go for one more poke low? Or are we pretty much done? You know, I'm going to quickly show you as well the total crypto market crap, which is here. And yes, it's pretty much, it's starting to get a critical zone as they always are. This is like the triangle of friendship. Like, hey, are you going to bust up in the triangle and continue, or are you going to continue lower? I remember BCB, he drew this scenario. It looks like it's some sort of wank off thing, or, you know, maybe it's just some sort of like Elliott wave. I don't know, friends. Everyone's just drawing squiggly lines, just saying, oh, well, might go up, it might go down. I hope it is. I hope it is the up part. This is the Bitcoin price chart. And just to see, like, look how much it's gone down from that recent pop-up. It's only like 11%. But yeah, a lot of altcoins have been ravaged. I'm actually going to show you them. Now, there's also, I'll start with Solana, right? This is Sol-ETH ratio. Look at this Sol-ETH ratio. It's not down that much, man, 30, 34%. However, look how hard it is to go up, friends. Look, from the bottom a year ago, it is only up 4.3x. Solana now. See that? Like, that's the unicorn winner. The unicorn. Out of the top 300 coins, Solana is one of the winners. Another one was Casper. Another one's INJ. Another one's BNB. You know what I mean? Like 3 to 4. But I mean, BNB, yeah, up 2x. But see, it's just so hard to pick. You can also look at many other coins as well. Let's have a look at Matic, which was a crowd favorite in the last cycle as well. Look at this, friends. Bang. See, it's funny. Look at this. Matic only rallied to here in March. And look how much it went down. 58%. Look at its whole price chart from the top back in 2021. It's down still 80%. That's Matic. Matic's doing well. I mean, there's many other coins not doing as well. We can even have a look at the Ethereum layer 2s. You got like Arbitrum here, which got a listing straight away. You are down. You are down also 67%. Think about that, man. You're down 67% because of all your unlocks. See, it's just the same like everything else, Fred. Like, yeah, all the meme coins are down 60 to 70% as well. But yeah, like, it's exactly what's been happening with literally every other coin. It's just that they so happen to go up first. That's the most important part. And that's why it's important, right? If you go to all your charts, you mark 50% from the top, and you start drawing the box. Like this is DickWifButt, friends. We've been covering it every day. As you can see, this thing is just bleeding down. You have to see it. By the way, this is 63%. This is against USD. So if you try the PLS price chart, you have to see it here because PLS has been dropping down. There you go. It's 52%. It's ripe for just straight DCA buying calls, not financial advice. I'm just helping you trying to pick these things out. Now, with PIKA, all right, for some reason... We're not letting go of this one, brother. We're not letting go. You want in, you gotta buy in like the rest of everyone. That's it is what it is. Oh man, it'd be funny if this thing goes up 40 million. Come on, man, come on. But there's many other coins out there, friends, as well. Like I'll just show you in many different parts of every ecosystem. Now's the time where you're like, okay, everything's on an equal discount. Now you really have to see which ones you like. I mean, I've been watching SOLIDX, friends, SOLIDX. The thing though is, I know some like, you know, 4-dimensional friendship. A lot of the people in SOLIDX, man, you only believe in the fireway himself, okay? You believe in one guy. So I know what happens when it comes to these. If that guy disappears for like a day, just one day, and they don't feel like they want to entitle you to gains because you're whinging for them, they just say, well, I'm not doing anything, and they just let people rinse out. You know how we know that? Richard Hart's done the same thing. So, you know, but by the way, the price was down 88%. So it is in a rinse out zone, but you just keep waiting to see. Everyone's in this situation as well, friends. Like, think about just the cycles. Obviously, it's moved over. Like here we have Gummy. Remember, friends, Gummy, everyone. How many people are shitting on me for these first literally 36 hours? You want to see this? There you go. 2 days, 48 hours, friends. Not even, by the way. Literally not even. You can see from the launch, Gummy went up literally. What is this, friends? This is absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh. Literally not even a day or two. Okay. 2 days. You go up for 2 days and then you go down. Let's count the days from here. You go down. Okay. 63 days. They were up for 2 days and everyone said, well, it's great. See, even though Crypto Banter, friends, interesting, right? Crypto Banter have grown their entire channel from 800,000. They now have 880,000 pretty much. They grew 10% in the past month for a giant channel. They've like blown all the metrics. Yet still, their coin is sinking into the abyss. Minus 88%. See that? Well, it's in the discount buy zone. But yeah, but just take it slow. I'm going to have to draw the zone lower. Apparently, there's more FUD. They've made another coin because this one's inflationary now. It's always the same thing. Every time the coins go, oh, there's FUD. We don't want to touch it. Same thing every single time. But see, Crypto Banter with 880,000 people even talking about it on the channel, it's still not enough to get this thing to go up. Why? Why isn't it enough, friends? You got to learn from this. Well, you've been watching my channel. I'm going to play some nice, gentle pump music just to remind everyone. Cycles, man. That's it. Cycles. You know, friends, you could be the best sports athlete in the world. You could have, you know, insane fitness. You could be the healthiest eater in the world. But at 1 a.m., you're sleepy. It is what it is. Why? Oh, it's nighttime. See what I mean? It's nighttime. Well, markets, maybe they're just in a nighttime now. That's what they are. But a lot of people, they find it hard to believe this because it goes, no, that might mean there's a period of like of predictability. Yeah, there is. You can predict green candle, red candle. You just can't predict, okay, when it works. You can't predict the distance. That's what you can try to, but the distance part's chaotic. You know, and we know, friends, your win part could be plus 5%, and then the down candle part might be minus 30%, you know, or the inverse of that. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. So learn this lesson, man. That's why all these coins going down, friends. When I'm checking out Landwolf, checking out PIKA, HOA, DickWifButt, all of these. Man, it's the same thing everywhere. So this is the time to basically accumulate. Of course, accumulate. But I mean, like everyone watching my channel, like we're like, well, accumulation, bro. We've been doing it for 2 years. I know. That's it. It's time to just wait it out. Now, we're all waiting to see what's going to happen with this Bitcoin dominance chart. It's still like rotating up here. Is this going to be the world's slowest Bitcoin dominance move? That's going to be funny if that happens. The ETH BTC is also still pooping around. Nothing new there. You can see it's still like hovering right under the zone. Right under the zone. By the way, friends, just to show you, the gas for Ethereum is down. It hit one gwei. It literally hit. A Uniswap trade's like $3. Which is, friends, it was literally $100 a few months ago, and it's literally probably going to get to $300 in the heat of the bull market. You know, if things continue the way they do, everyone just like rushes in. So that's nuts, right? So yeah, also makes you think about all the emergency end stakers. People fell for the FUD, the Ethereum gas fee FUD, when it comes to Hex from Ethereum. But it doesn't really matter because the price is down so much anyway. So it doesn't really matter what altcoin you choose, friends. This is Chainlink as well, doing this like crappy distribution thing. I wonder if it's going to go up. Also, the Chainlink has had that much inflation. This is actually the all-time high for it. Same as many other coins, by the way. Same as heaps of other coins. That's the all-time high. They got to drop heaps because they're just inflating over time. That's pretty much it, you know. But everyone's going to say once again, oh, but Bitcoin was able to go up. Yeah, bro. Bitcoin is a unicorn. Bitcoin had the first mover advantage, as you can see right here. This is the PulseChain core coins. This is very nasty to see. Like, friends, don't worry about it. That's why I put on a weekly chart. But everyone looking at this, you can tell they go down to a 4-hour. They're looking at this going, it's just never stopping. It's broken the low. It's never stopping. So just put on a weekly chart. You notice how the candles get smaller in size. That's something to think about as well. However, this is absolutely mind-blowingly disgusting because look at this. The super trend down here, once again, is below day one sack to flip it. So once again, another gentle reminder from 3 years ago. Don't participate in euphoria. Don't believe anyone's hype. And I know everyone's going to believe the hype all over again as well. You also have, you know, the rest of the core coins, the same thing. If you're interested as well, Hex versus PLS, it's still around here. You know, maybe it comes and turns around. We just want the USD price to go up, same as everything else. And if you're curious, I actually still have the EHEX to pulse ratio chart here, just showing you. It's kind of nice. It's done this floor, my fans. Think about how funny it'll be if this thing goes up. Oh, man, that'll be so funny. Because if that EHEX versus Pulse ratio goes up, it means that Richard Hart himself could not kill the network effect of a coin that he founded. That would be the most fascinating thing of all. That happened. Oh, man, I know a lot of people think that's unthinkable. No, man, I don't know. Like, friends, every coin, they're based off a network. Yeah, you can have someone very, very, very important to the network, but if there's a will and there's a desire for people to basically stay in the game, they're going to stay in the game. Now, do you remember, friends, the Tuah girl? Remember the Tuah girl made a video? It was this video. Spit on me, that girl. I've got it in here somewhere. The Tuah girl, somewhere. Tuah girl. She got, yeah, you remember this one. Says anything.
Amazon.
Whoops.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Tuah and spit on that thing.
I want you to see it because it got really annoying for me straight away. You know why? Because I'm like, friends, I've seen all of these viral things. They happen once a while, and everyone just goes nuts for them for like 24 hours. And then 3 days later, they just move on to something else. But what the most amazing thing now is, though, we can now bet on those memes staying fun and relevant. And I don't know why people are still staying relevant on this. But friends, remember I gave you the formula. These memes, it's too new. It's too new. That's what it is. And if you want to bet on a meme, by the way, all altcoins are memes. Okay, it's funny, right? My new way of thinking that I've shown you, a lot of people might, of course, they'll call it like maybe too skits, maybe too autistic, maybe too peanut brain. Okay, sweet. And then you ask for their coin, and like, oh, bro, what's your coin been doing? Literally, your coin's done nothing. Literally, it's the same thing over and over again. It's just that we have a model for a pocket of the market that people are not participating in. That's the best part. They are not participating and thinking about stuff this way. They have no idea, okay? Want to know something interesting as well? This is the Casper BTC ratio, friends. Casper is also, like what's this, since last year, November, it's gone sideways here. You know, it's actually doing decent. It's only down 40% from the top. That's actually very, very strong. However, this better be a continuation. Hey, look, this one, I saw this from DeFi. Says, what if this thing goes up, everyone thinks it's amazing, and then it comes back down, and then in the next crash, comes back here. Think about that. That'll be a full over 1 year of you going nowhere. That's why you, man, if you get these, got to be careful because you got to be taking profit. However, man, like look how parabolic this looked like. Imagine you were in on Casper. Like, let's say you just got in here and you got in, you're like, oh my gosh, it gave me 9x versus Bitcoin and we're in the year before Bitcoin halving. Nope. And then it continues up even more, you know, but then you decide, okay, what did you do from that point? You're up 70%. But if you're always taking these little points, friends, look, you're not going to make it because you've already caught lightning in a bottle once. Then you have to catch lightning in a bottle twice and like your fart in a jar as well at the same time. You know, no chance. That's why that one clear move, that's what you're playing for. I mean, like the best example I can even use is PulseChain. Yeah, PulseChain ecosystem, of course, it's absolutely ravaged because the core coins are down. However, you know that Richard Hartman has a 770,000 ETH. You know it is, friends. I still have the line up here just in case, just, you know, the emergency at the very, very end. You know he does. So, but I've seen a lot of people say like they want to call for people to stop talking about Richard Hart buying the bags and everything else. And I just want to remind you of something that, look, firstly, it doesn't even matter. Just honestly, and you probably know that. I bet it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter. It's them getting pissed off. But I'll tell you something. If someone buys $100,000 of a coin and I told you that, hey, we don't know how much money that person has, and you'd probably think, okay, they're probably all out. That's probably their whole clip. Okay. But what if someone buys $100,000 of a coin and I told you that wallet still has $600 million to go? And you might say to me, but how do I know that wallet even wants to buy it? You go, oh, well, I don't know. And you'd probably be skeptical again. But in this case, you've got like 3 ticks. You got a guy who buys the coins. We can see $600 million plus in it. And he's demonstrated he likes buying his coins. Like he likes his own coins. He only buys his own coins. You got literally the trifecta. Now, why isn't anyone paying attention to it? Because most people are plebs and they only want to buy the green candles. No one's going to believe this thesis if it plays out. No one's ever going to believe it, friends, unless this thing starts happening. I'm not joking. If PulseChain goes up here and it starts doing that, and I'm like, bro, wow, You literally watched it go 1,100%, and now you want to become a believer. And yeah, people will join up there and they'll still make money. But also, right, you're probably wondering, right, how are people going to buy up PulseChain at 20x above day one sec? Probably, if we got there, friends, 10 to 20x above day one sec, which is like 20x to 40x from here. Most likely what would happen is maybe Richard's only deployed 1/3 of the wallet. So there's 50,000 deployed. Let's say there's 150,000 ETH left. And then what's everyone going to be doing? Everyone's going to be going, look how much you went up with the first 50,000 deployed. Now we're going to give you another 50x when the next 50,000 is deployed, and everyone's just going to start FOMO buying. You know, for all we know, he might not even deploy at all, that second part. And he might just let the bear market happen. He might keep that for the 10-year hex inflation stakes or whatever he wants to do. Okay, so he might do that. I don't really know, but it's hard, friends, because he's got to react to the chaos of the market. What if there are too many people selling? He might make a captain's call to stop the buying. Okay, at a certain point, like maybe above, I don't know, it could be like 20x day one sec. I don't know what it is, like 40x from here. And he might buy, and he might realize, oh, over this past month, I've blown $100 million, and the market, I can't actually push it up anymore. Okay, because remember, maybe Ethereum's high. Maybe he has like 1.5 billion at that point. Maybe he has $1 billion left, and he blows $100 million, and it's just literally not even moving it. Maybe it just keeps getting absorbed. So that's just something to think about. And then he might pull the plug and go, well, okay, we've got this one. I'll save it for the bear market. He might do something like that, but we have the luxury of not worrying about that because we are participating now. You see, that's the most important part to think about. Let everybody else beg to be our Habibi Albis. That's what it's going to come down to. Because buying low, buying the depression, yeah, this is what it all comes down to. Now, I know it's kind of sad. It's like 2-3 months after Bitcoin halving, it's still ravages so much. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This is this intestine thesis. Everyone's in the same camp. Well, friends, do you understand? Like, you literally have a fire cannon, like a nuclear weapon. I'm ready to go. You don't have this with these other ecosystems, man. I've also seen a message pop up from the award-winning movie actress, Lady Havid. And she says, yesterday, it felt like the PulseChain was about to reclaim its position as top 5 again. She said, today, the PulseChain origin address keeps buying hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of PulseX for the second time. So it has been buying it, but here I am, Mr. HEXY Bastard. Your analysis is so painful to read. Honestly, you're simping so hard it hurts my balls. Sack Daddy will not be your sugar daddy. How's it turning out for your wrecked decks? Friends, you know, Mr. HEXY Bastard is an award-winning movie actor as well. So it's funny, the actress and the actor from the PulseChain ecosystem going at it. And this is a shot I'm going to show you of Mr. HEXY Bastard. This is him. And it's Cockshot Lane. Now, here's the funny part. When I first watched it, I thought it was a video edit. And I actually looked it up. No, it's a real place. It's in Leeds. In England, Cockshot Lane. Oh, sweet. You know how I know, friends? Leeds is a real place in England. One of the Australian soccer players, Harry Kewell, he played for Leeds. So that's how everyone in Australia, we know who Leeds is, because like he was a really, really good Australian soccer player. And yeah, I mean, just, oh man, the Brits have a very unique sense of humor. So, I've even written it here. Academy Award-winning movie actor HEXY Bastard stars in Lots of Stakes. It's actually pretty funny. It's really, really good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of cute odes out to crypto and stuff here and there. Yeah, it's funny. Also, I've got a question here from Mr. Crypto Kufu. Somi, is there any difference in providing liquidity in V1 and V2? I'm just starting to get back into PulseChain again. Yes, there is a difference. Be careful. V1 on PulseX only gives you the INK reward token. So you see the PulseX yield farms. If you're doing them, you can only actually get the INK if you're in V1. V1 does a hyper buy and burn. It's like 4 times bigger buy and burn to the PulseX token. That's why it's a bug that they just left there. V2, you get compensated for your fees. However, if you're providing liquidity for a poop token, do not do it in V1 because you're just giving away free money. You're not getting anything in the fees. Okay, if you want to earn fees, which is people trading back and forth into you do V2. Okay, so if you're doing the PulseX yield farms, only do V1. Also interesting, a lot of people have been saying comments like this. The guy that got 15 million in sacrifice and got the cheapest dev he could find from Fiverr to build 9-inch. Same guy that launched a whole bunch of value extraction scams and too tight to update tech schools for poor pleb. Yeah, maybe we should update the tech tools for poor pleb. But yeah, so basically, friends, a lot of these sacrifice projects, they have taken a lot of heat, and rightfully so. However, like, it's also, man, like, if I was a sacrifice project, I'd be like, dude, the core coins are down so much where literally it's a losing game here. We couldn't do anything. There's just too much euphoria and demand. Now, what do I think is going to happen? Well, if I was a project, I'm not joking, I would do what Richard Hart does. Okay? If I was a project, I would literally... I'd take my money and I would buy Ethereum right now. Okay, you'd actually get a better percentage on your ETH than Richard Hart. You get like 10 to 20% more ETH bang for buck. So if I had all the ETH money now, I would buy. If I had if it's still there with all these projects, buy Ethereum, and then when Richard deploys it, you deploy it. Just do his strategy, because I think that, look, the odds of you investing in like talent and innovating on PulseChain is near zero, dude. You know, they can't do it on Matic. They can't do it on ZK Stink. Actually, that's a good one. I just made that up. Instead of ZK Stink. Oh, man, we live for these nicknames, friends. We live for them, you know. Starkware, Stark dog shit. They don't even deserve a funny name. They're just a bunch of grifters. Okay, everyone out there. Also, I gone layer. You know what I mean? Like, literally, my money is gone. That's why they call it I gone layer. So... it's so hard to make innovative stuff. Now, here's the thing. You can make cool tech, but is the token going to go up? Okay? So, if you ask people what do they want? Do you want a cool tech or do you want your token to go up? Brother, 98% of people are picking the number go up. You know they are. So, that's what I will do. If you're a PulseChain sacrifice project out there, I would literally buy into Ethereum. That's what Richard's done. And whenever he deploys a certain ratio of the money, you do it. Also, what I would actually do is I'd buy Pulse. That would be better. That'd actually be better. Buy PLS with it. And then when Richard basically pumps up PLS and everything else, rotate the Pulse in, depending on his ratio done. Like, let's say he spends 25% of the money to buy it in. Well, you get 25% of your quantity and you just start buying up your token. That pretty much might be it. Now, it looks like a very crude way to do stuff, but I don't know, man. Like, Richard's a genius. Like, he think about it, friends. You got literally 200,000 people who literally are really, really angry and feel betrayed and ashamed to even know you. He's clearly like, okay, this is the best part. So it is what it is. Now, friends, I want to show you this video. It's actually quite spooky, but okay, I can't read these families' name. You see this R family name? You know what they are? Because friends, I know I'm stupid, but I'm not like that stupid to say. I'm not going to usher in their name. Now, you see these guys? Now, these guys, the R word, a guy runs into them in public. Friends, this is literally, they've run into a lizard person, a lizard family in public. Now, look at this. Watch the lady's eyes, friends. Watch her eyes and look how dark they are and how evil they are. And look what happens. Look at her facial reaction when he asks, what do you do for a living? By the way, she's wearing a $350,000 watch. This is her like, by the way, friends, there were like trillions and trillions and trillions. You can't even put a currency value on what they own. They literally own everything. You know what I mean? So look at this.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
Look at this. Go again.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. I love you, Richard Mill. What do you do for a living?
Watch. A replay it.
I have a watch show.
Look at that. So he gets nervous. And she's like as well. By the way, look how dark their eyes are, friends. I don't know if it's the contrast of it. Let's watch it again. Like, this man just met the CEO of Earth. That's true. That's true. Not really CEOs, more like slave masters. Okay, so a R word and ask what she did for work.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. I love you, Richard Mill. What do you do for a living?
What do you do for? She's like, oh, look at her. Like, just, oh, that's just so disgusting. You humans. It was also funny. Shout out to the guy in the comment section who goes, yeah, if she opens up her mouth, you'll see her forked tongue. 100%, friends. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm telling you now, mate. I'm telling you now. You know what's going on. You know what's up. The jig is up. Question is, though, will we ever be able to do anything about it? I don't think so. It's a losing game. It's kind of sad, right? We're all in a rat race, and you know it's a losing game because they will always have all the power. However, all you and I can do is, like, you know, everybody's thinking, we're rats trying to climb on all the dead bodies so that, you know, we at least don't sink in the next, 100 years for you and your family and your generation, your next 1 or 2 generations. That's literally what it is. Just to let you know, guys, know, don't want to make you too depressed, but yeah, they've done stats and studies. There's a 99% chance if you are in the upper echelon of society, so if you make a lot of money, there's a 99% chance that by the time your grandchild passes away, that they will lose purchasing power back towards the middle. They'll lose a rank, right? So it's pretty much like saying, okay, if you have $20 million today, you're in the upper echelon. Okay, sweet. By the time your grandchild passes away, if they live their full life, okay, there's a 99% chance they'll have squandered it. So it's a rat race, man. And guess what? We're just trading digits on the internet. So at least you can improve your living of your quality of life and make the most of what you have here. Speaking of Rolexes, she was wearing a Rolex, or she or it. I can't even call it a she, man. You're lizards, dude. You're lizards. What are you, So Richard Hart, he actually called the Rolex top. It was funny. Shout out to Trevor here. He goes, by the way, I think the watch type price is in. Since I'll link to these tweets when I brag later, I'm telling you very clearly, I think the watch price top is in April 2023. This is where it is. Oh, yeah, there it is. He got it. It was fun. It was right here. The watch prices. Yeah, as well. And everyone, you know what the comments everyone's going to say is, okay, but we're down 99%, bro. How come you called the top on that? You couldn't call the top. It's the same thing when it comes to that. So, my friends, you can even read about Andre Cronje, the things about making a coin, where he just talks about how once you make a coin, everybody just speaks about that price chart. That's all they'll ever reference you about. And they'll dig it up forever. Friends, you know Max Keiser? Max Keiser is like a billionaire from Bitcoin. He's got probably like 50,000, 100,000 Bitcoin plus. Okay, because he was buying it under $1 and he believed it was going to 100 grand when it was under $1. Literally. Max Keiser, right? And today, whenever he posts anything, you go to the comments, people are still speaking about Max Coin, which is a down-only coin that went in 2017. Now, what actually happened with Max Coin? Crypto in 2017 went mainstream. It was a John McAfee cycle. It was going to eat his willy, right? Rest in peace, John McAfee. So what happened was it was so compelling to launch a coin, even Max Keiser stepped outside of Bitcoin Maxi bubble and he's like, yeah, we got to do it. This is the future. And he basically made a coin at the top. And he's like, oh, he total regrets about that. He's like, oh my gosh, I should not have stayed or steered away from Bitcoin. It's just, it's the same thing. That's why a lot of the Bitcoin maximalists, they're trying to like basically always trying to help people be like, hey man, the odds of you finding the new winning coin, they're so low. Make sure you have a lot of Bitcoin, So that's pretty much what it comes down to. Also, I joke here, not everyone was destined to make it this cycle. So this is another crypto influencer out there saying, ETH update, sold all my ETH. See, friends, everyone thought it was going lower. It's around 2K here. But also, Mr. Peaches, let's see if he follows me. Mr. Peaches, what happened to you shilling Pulse? Bro, have you literally, I think I've tagged Pulse every day for the past 400 days. But did you like take a break for like 6 hours? Nothing's changed. It's the same thing, okay? The investment thesis is still playing out. You need higher prices across the board for everything, and that's what you're waiting for. And we're not there yet, so you just keep holding. Unless you're more than welcome, feel free to sell. You know what I mean? Feel free to sell. That's fine. Now, I've got this scheduled post that came out, friends. This is my post about the ribbiting, May 11th, 2023.
The ribbiting. What is the ribbiting? It does not exist until today.
Wow, I actually ushered in the ribbiting that day, May 11th, 2023. Pepe had hit its marvelous run. Also, look how strong the ribbiting is today. Look how strong that thesis is, all right? The ribbiting, right? Pepe is only down 35%, whereas every other coin is down 70%, 80%, 60%. And Pepe, that's why Pepe's done an amazing run. Now, of course, friends, here's the thing. It's just showing you the power of that Pepe meme, especially being on Ethereum. It could have its legs to go. It could still have legs to go, which obviously does mean the boys club things if you're in there. But yeah, man, like there's no guarantees with any of these, but just showing you that you can see these footprints in the market to help guide your way there. This is the final video, friends, of John McAfee.
Good morning, John.
Let's watch it again.
Good morning, John McAfee here. This is my mixology class so that you can learn how to make the Get Ready for Work vodka. Now, Getting ready for work is very important.
The get ready for work.
Silly stuff, right?
Wow, man, this guy was nuts. Friends, I don't know if you guys know about John McAfee. Okay, John McAfee, not only a maths genius, literally a genius, he installed Trojans and then handed it over to the government. And he was, he was spying on them. And he was able to like get a lot of their files and stuff. Another thing about John McAfee, when he went over to like his own little like pirate island thing to live there, he had these weird exotic drugs he was taking. I read these words and I looked up what they do. Oh my God. Okay. They give you the high of ice and meth. They give you the sexual libido of Viagra. They give you a trip like these mushrooms. He was taking a cocktail of everything. This guy was off chops 24/7 and his brain, I don't know what was going on. That's why when you just look at him, friends, you're like, wait, where is this guy's head at? He's always like got the gun pointed to his head to do that. So he was very, very highly eccentric. He's a big, big, big believer in Bitcoin. But then eventually he started like basically fading Bitcoin towards 2020, right before his death. He's like, well, it's got no use case and stuff. You know what I mean? Then he's talking about we need privacy. But yeah, man, the meme of Bitcoin was so powerful. See what happens, friends? He believes in it at the start, but then he sees so many mainstream people believe in it. He's like, oh, man, I don't think you guys are getting it. You're not here for the reasons I was here. So you have to see. So every person comes in the certain cycle, and the narratives that they join for, they attach to their hearts. So it's very hard for them to let go of that. So just like in crypto, right? A lot of you came in for the tech. A lot of you came probably in 2021. DeFi, gaming, metas. You're like, oh, so you see an application, and then you're like, okay, the coin makes sense. Not anymore, it doesn't. Now we're just seeing straight memes. Now, see the new people coming in, the Jeeters, they're just joining Solana because all they see is coins go up for 24 hours. They think crypto, to make wealth in crypto, you got to sell after 24 hours. That's what they think is happening, their new paradigm, because all they know is Solana. Okay, but we know at the end of the day, you got to look at everything from like your competitive edge to the stats. You know, Bitcoin's pretty much proven money now within the ecosystem and everything itself. But also, you know, not to fade memes, even though there is no tech, right? You're here joining a community. But hey, eventually the market's going to figure this out, and it's going to be old news in the next bear market. But hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? We're not there yet. We haven't even reached the top of this bull, let alone thinking about the next bear. And that's all you need, friends. You just need to be one step ahead. You don't need to be like, you know, years and years and years ahead. Just think of that one step, that one nice clear part of the cycle ahead. We believe the market has not woken up to the fact that people are choosing less tech when it comes to owning coins, okay? Yeah, we like to use more tech in the applications, but the owning coins part, we're not actually choosing more tech with the coins. We're choosing less tech with the coins, okay? And that's actually a very, very common theme that you're seeing in society, because we're just trying to process so many things. So the things that are simplified, streamlined, they tell you for, you do this is one thing. They're the things that we always go to, okay? Like, subscribe, belly button, and all. Don't forget it loves you. Catch you soon.